The Olympics this year are a disgrace. And it's not just my opinion, but it does create the weirdest team up I think I have ever seen. One that I don't think was on anybody's bingo card. And, comes with its own set of baggage. In fact, a lot of sets of baggage. There's a lot of backlash. And the leaders of the backlash, well, J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk. That's right. They are blasting the Olympics and its leadership as a disgrace for allowing a male to fight Italian boxer Angela Carini. And, that doesn't sound good, does it? This story, of course, comes from our friends over at That Park Place, written by John F. Trent, who's just crafting stories like a maniac right now. And I guess Harry Potter novelist J.K. Rowling and billionaire Elon Musk are blasting the Olympics and its leadership for allowing this situation to occur. Carini stepped into the ring against a otherwise identifying individual and abandoning the match just 46 seconds into it after taking a massive blow to the head, which I'm sure she'd never felt anything like before. If you want, you can certainly go check out the story and look at the punch that basically finished the match in something I would say was never going to be competitive. It also is a huge problem, and I think we're going to find maybe the tipping point for any more support of the Olympic Games. Of course, Carini's response was non giusto, which is it's not fair. That's absolutely true. Rowling reacted to this disgusting display, writing on X, "Watch this whole thread. Then explain why you're okay with a otherly identifying person beating a woman in public for your entertainment. This isn't sport." From the bullying cheat in red all the way up to the organizers who allow this to happen. This is men reveling in their power over women. I don't think she's wrong. This is not empowered. And as we scroll through, she's basically breaking it down in pretty decent chunks here, in 6 parts, I believe. And in those subsequent posts, Rowling responded to the IOC, Christy Burrows, discussing mental health initiatives that the organization is offering. Well, yeah. If you're going to let, ladies get their brains beat in the boxing ring, you probably should help them in a lot of different ways, including mental health. She wrote, "A young female boxer has just had everything she's worked and trained for snatched away because you allowed an otherly identifying person to get in the ring with her. You're a disgrace. Your safeguarding is a joke. And the 24 Paris Olympics will be forever tarnished by the brutal injustice done to Carini." And I actually agree with her on that one. Rowling also added in another post, "Could any picture sum up our new men's rights movements better?" The smirk of an otherly identifying person who knows they're protected by a misogynist sporting establishment, enjoying the distress of a woman, the otherly identifying person, is just punched in the head, and whose life ambition the otherly identifying person has just shattered. And that's a lot of word salad, folks, because I'm on a platform that doesn't let you say things like that. Musk shared his thoughts in a response to former University of Kentucky swimmer Riley Gaines, who posted, "Men don't belong in women's sports. I stand with Angela Carini. Let's get it trending." Musk replied, "Absolutely." Amazing. Now, Musk previously responded to a post from Ollie London that noted the otherly identifying person, boxer, defeated Carini and left her in tears. He wrote, "This is wrong." I think pretty much everybody would write, "This is wrong." Reacting to the opening ceremony was actress Gina Carano, who wrote on X, "Questions. How did Jolly get the job for this in the first place? I imagine the job is selected carefully and a lot of artists were up for the task. Is there a vetting process? Was the theme and vision explained to the Olympic Committee beforehand? There must have been trial runs and repeated practices. Who oversaw those and thought that this was okay? It's a good question. She then added, they're now wiping and controlling everything they can on the opening ceremony because it was received so poorly and offended so many. But can anyone explain how he got the job in the first place and how we got to this point? Well, if you listen to the apology, it wasn't an apology. It was an apology that you found it offensive, not that they did something offensive. She finishes up stating, sunlight is the best disinfectant. And of course, she's right. It's so very true that politics makes the strange bedfellows. I don't think anybody can argue. In a situation like this, I would say this was, always on the horizon, where people who normally would not align anywhere politically, but all come down on the same side when it comes to this, gruesome, ugly, disgusting display that we've seen since the opening ceremonies at the Olympics in Paris. I don't know. It seems like this moment in time, when it comes to these amateur games, are kind of being exposed for what they are. An elaborate show with zero depth and no real contest. And honestly, I feel bad for the athletes who, with good heart and goodwill, worked an entire lifetime to become one of the very best at what they do, and now are going to be left with hollow dreams that were shattered by ideological politics. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Do you disagree with me? Do you see something differently? Do you think that I have taken something out of context? Do you think that after observing the events of the last several days, we can actually feel good about the spirit of competition between countries, at least in these games? Or maybe this has been an ongoing trend that has the majority of Americans walking away from the Olympics, as I pointed out in a recent video. Like I say, your thoughts are as good as mine, so let me know those down in the comments section below. And while you're down there, hit that like button. I hope I've given you something to think about, and share it around on your social platforms because that'll help too. As a matter of fact, we're trying to get to 25K as quickly as possible because, well, hey, I'd like to get there, and I've got a special celebration planned. And with all that being said, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands because it's good hygiene. And until next time, see ya.